Mezze is a selection of small dishes served as appetizers in parts of the Middle East and Mediterranean countries, similar to the Spanish tapas. Mezze bowls are healthy and they are popping up in restaurants and all over, so we thought we'd learn to make our own. You can do this at home. Chef Samantha Ferraro with the blog The Little Ferraro Kitchen has her bowl ready to fill. Welcome.
We do, yes, we have a bowl here. So that's what we are going to make.
So explain to me quickly how this is served and eaten and where in the world people do this.
So I grew up in a Mediterranean lifestyle family. My mom's side is Turkish, and I always ate all of these little things, little salads and chickpeas and hummus and lots of dips, and that's how I grew up eating. So that's really what mezze is: lots of little plates, lots of little appetizers.
And who doesn't like that? Because you get to have more variety that way.
That's what we were just talking about. And putting it all together in a bowl just kind of makes it feel like a complete meal, and it's fun. And I also do this for meal prepping. I try to meal prep when I can. I make big batches of all of this.
Right, and then you just
go with what you
for
feel lunch
like
or dinner.
I feel like young people are into this, and we can kind of learn and catch up.
We eat with our eyes, don't we? And lots of color and texture
here.
Well,
I ate with my fingers because I've already sampled some chickpeas. So tell me about the protein we're going to make today.
So we are making one of my favorite recipes from my cookbook. It's called Everyday Chicken Schwarma. So traditionally, shawarma is this upright spit, and you have chicken and all these juices and flavors kind of flowing. Well, I make an easy version of it. So what we're going to do is we have some boneless, skinless chicken thighs here.
I love the thighs.
Yes, if you want to do breasts, totally, I just recommend
flavor
a little bit more juicy, right? And we have here some grated garlic, and really all I do is I take a microplane, take some garlic, yada yada.
Okay.
And I also do the same thing with lemon zest. So lots of lemon zest. I'll just do that all in there, and I squeeze some fresh lemon juice in there. And then we add an array of spices.
Ooh, look at that. Can you guys see that? Just all the colorful spices?
I love working with spices.
So what have you got in here?
So we have some turmeric there, some cumin, some paprika, a little cinnamon, just for a little warmth, something a little different, and some allspice.
All right.
And we're just going to mix that in. Would you like to pour it in?
Yes, do the honors?
Please.
Make sure I don't lose any of this because it's all so good.
Yes. Flavor
and those
bombs.
are healthy spices for you, right? I mean,
absolutely, yeah, full of flavor and lots of olive oil, very important in Mediterranean cooking, really heart healthy. And the olive oil really just helps tenderize the chicken.
And we don't need to be afraid of that. We need good fats in our diet.
I love olive oil. I actually eat more olive oil than butter or dairy fat usually, and I just absolutely love it. So we just mix it together.
Can I smell?
Oh, please. Isn't that lovely? All that lemon zest. Yeah.
just get a spoon.
Yeah, just drink it.
So do we marinate the chicken in this?
Yeah, so we're going to pour this in. If you were home and you had a few hours, do it for a few hours. If you had overnight, whatever, if you have 5 minutes, fine.
So I can just put this in a baggie, shake it around, stick it in the fridge?
That's literally what I do. That's exactly what I do.
Okay, good. That's what I would do
then
also.
Coat. Also, we're going to do this on the stove top, but I've done this in the oven. I've done this on the grill outside. So easy.
So any way you like it.
That's all we do. And then once your pan is hot, we just pop it on the pan.
It is.
I think it feels good, doesn't it?
And so do you have kind of an idea of how many minutes on each side?
I would say for thighs, they're pretty juicy. So I would say maybe 4 to 5 minutes on one side. Flip it over, another 3 to 4.
Okay.
When it has that nice char on that one side, that's when you want to flip it over.
Very good. Oh,
so
that sounds delicious.
We'll just let this go.
Okay, we're going to let that cook,
so
but we actually have it already cooked and sliced in this little bowl right here.
Yes.
So now we can assemble. Is there any sort of trick to this in terms of how much crunchy, how much, just do whatever you like?
Absolutely have fun.
Okay, so take it away. What do we do?
So we have some couscous here.
All right.
If you want to, please do. If you're doing low carb, I also do cauliflower rice.
That's such a good idea.
I love cauliflower rice. I'll flavor it as well with very similar spices of cumin and turmeric.
And if you haven't tried it, really it is good. And I'm not even a cauliflower fan, but I do like the cauliflower
I love it.
rice.
I cook it just a little bit to still keep that crunch.
Oh,
And then, of course, we have our already done chicken shawarma.
Now, is there anything in terms of where I place this?
I don't think so. I think have fun as long as you have lots of texture and color and flavors.
Okay.
And it looks good to you. That's all that matters.
It does. I'm putting it all in here. It's all going in. There you go.
Yay!
And then what do we have here?
So here is a really simple chopped Israeli salad. So now's the perfect time because cucumbers and tomatoes are in season. I have beautiful heirloom tomatoes in there. So it's really just cucumbers and tomatoes, lots of fresh mint, some fresh lemon juice, maybe a little garlic. Ooh. It's so, I could eat that whole bowl.
Yeah, me too. I'm
It's
going to
really
get the
just
dressing
lovely.
from down on the bottom here.
Oh, please
But
do,
the
yeah.
mint is kind of the secret, right?
I love mint. I put mint in everything. I put it in my salads and my drinks.
Well, it's super
I
fresh.
and
Why
it's
not?
growing. Everyone has a mint plant, I'm sure, right now in the summer.
So what's happening
And
here?
then we have some crispy chickpeas. So all I do is I take a can of chickpeas, I dry them off very well, and I'll season them usually with the za'atar blend, which is another
Yes.
Mediterranean blend.
I learned that from you.
Oh, really?
Ordered that. I've gone
I
through like
love
3
za'atar.
bottles
Yeah,
since you
it's
were
my
here.
favorite. And if you don't have za'atar, really the same blend that we just did here, some turmeric or cumin, a little cinnamon would be lovely. And I put it in the oven about 400 degrees for a good 15-ish minutes until they're nice and crispy.
Those are
and
so
they are
good.
just so lovely.
What's the dressing?
So this is some tahini. So tahini is a sesame seed paste. You can find it in most grocery stores, usually near the peanut butter aisle. And all I do is I blend it up. I add a lot of the same flavors, garlic and lemon juice, a little water to thin it out, and I can drink that as well.
You and I are going to get along
Yeah.
fine. Do I just drizzle that on
Please
top
do,
if I want
yes.
to?
And
And what do you have over
I
here?
do have some more things here. Oh, that chicken looks so good.
Oh my gosh, that
Doesn't that
looks
look beautiful?
perfect.
So over here, just a few other toppings. We have some olives if you like a little brininess.
Ooh, yes.
And
Let's do
feta
it.
cheese. Sometimes I also do halloumi cheese.
I like the way you do
Yeah.
the feta with the big chunks,
I
so we can
love
really
it. Yeah,
enjoy
I
that.
often buy feta already in a big hunk, and I like to cube it myself. And I just love the flavor of feta. It's a sheep's milk cheese, so more people can digest it a little bit easier. And I love the saltiness
You
of it
can
as
just
well.
mush it into everything that you eat in this bowl, which is
That
really
is
great.
absolutely beautiful.
What
And
do
if
you
you want
think?
to also add some more hummus over there with a little olive oil.
I don't even want to bother that hummus.
No,
It looks so
isn't that so
pretty.
and some fresh herbs, and yeah, that's a beautiful mezze bowl.
What is your favorite way, when you do hummus, do you make it yourself?
I do.
Are there other recipes in the book for other kinds of, other than chickpeas? Can you do it with carrots, other things,
Ooh,
beets?
you know what? I have done hummus with chickpeas, but I'll add flavors to it. So I'll add roasted red pepper, or I have done avocado hummus or sun-dried tomatoes. So I kind of like to have fun with it. So whatever is your favorite
Yeah,
flavor.
do your thing. So you're
have fun,
toasting
yes.
the sunflower seeds or something like that to put in it, really yummy.
I think that'd be really
Now
good
the
idea.
shawarma recipe, will that
Yeah.
work for other meats as well?
You know what? I have done this with vegetables also.
Really?
Yes, cauliflower again.
Yeah, cauliflower needs a little help. It needs just a little help.
But this would be fantastic with fish. Lamb would be lovely, like a lamb kebab would be absolutely delicious.
What kind of vegetables do you put in it?
I do cauliflower. I've done
Zucchini?
butternut squash. Oh,
Yeah?
zucchini I haven't tried, but I
Zucchini
think
would
I
be
will.
fun.
Yes.
So something that has a little bit of
A
body
little
to
body,
it.
absolutely, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
This smells so good. I wish everybody could smell
Oh,
this, but that's
thank you.
awesome. So the pan was pretty hot when you put it in
It
there.
is. I think we're
That's
actually
part
just
of the secret?
I think so. I think you need to be screaming hot to get that gorgeous color.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I think we're just about
Wow.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say another minute, and
Woo!
we're done.
Lunch is coming up.
Yeah.
Samantha is sharing the recipe for the chicken shawarma as we cooked, as well as the sides we used in our mezze bowls. And if you'll just go to our website,
Yes.
you can enjoy and you can find out more about her great book, which I
Thank
am
you so
using
much.
and love.
Oh,
and
thank you so much.